Alrighty, welcome back everybody to the Tradewaiters podcast, the comic book club where we read a different trade paperback every single week. I'm Daniel, you're Nathan, we're brothers, we read comics.
And one of us is 30.
Not quite.
Well, by the time this comes out?
No, we're recording this very early.
Oh, okay.
But I will be. We had to record this early because we have a schedule we gotta stick to.
Yeah, okay, got it.
This is the only way it could fit in, honestly.
What is your birthday book? So happy birthday.
Thank you. We got different time codes in our description. We got the book, which is All-Star Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
We got Batman and Matters in the poll list, but we start with the news. Oh, dude, do you know who's going to Phoenix Comic-Con?
Dan Panosian?
Is he?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that's cool. No,
Christopher Priest.
close.
Close. Chris Claremont?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
That is crazy.
I was like,
I didn't know he was going around places.
I didn't know he did
I don't
cons,
even know
honestly.
if I have anything from him, to be honest.
I have...
He wrote an Iron Fist issue that's the first appearance of Sabretooth.
Is it?
Yeah. Sabretooth first appeared in an Iron Fist book. Isn't that weird?
Like Wolverine
X-Men,
brother?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, weird.
Yeah.
Like, I have a trade. I have, like, the Phoenix Saga, and then I have that Wolverine run with Frank Miller. It's, like, 4 issues. It's, like, the shit
Chris
when...
Claremont wrote for
Yeah.
Frank Miller?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that.
I showed you it. It's, like... It's like all the stuff where he's in, like, Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I got that. I mean, I'll look at what signings are like. But I just, like... I've read so little... But I know
I've
how
heard so much
of a monster he is. You know?
he
like
is.
A comics giant.
I literally follow a Twitter account that just breaks down only his work
Yeah.
for X-Men, and it's really good.
I just like wouldn't say anything. I just would like want to get it signed, you know, just because he's
It's
a
cool.
legend.
Yeah, he's
and
cool.
So
Quite the Titan.
pretty crazy. We had a couple trailers. Lanterns
Yep. Lanterns.
coming in August.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, that's far away.
When
What
do you
are they-
think it's coming?
I thought it was like summer. Wasn't it supposed to be like a summer thing?
I
A
mean,
summer blockbuster?
Supergirl comes out in the summer, so yeah,
But
space it out.
This is a TV show, Daniel.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah, it did come out. And a lot of people have a lot of opinions. And,
What is your opinion? That's what we care about.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Because I knew from the beginning it was supposed to be like True Detective or whatever, and I knew it was going to be on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't expect anything like cosmic. But I did hope to see some sort of lantern construct in this trailer, and we didn't see that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of critiques that I've seen online about people who are now all of a sudden Green Lantern fans. And that's been the most interesting thing.
yeah.
Because I could tell when... I think it is a good idea. And I think that the show will be revolving around some sort of alien that's infested this little town that they're in or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to like figure out, you know, how to fight it off or whatever. And I'm sure special effects aren't done. So I don't think it'll like...
You know, worst case scenario, possibly worse than no constructs, is like they wait until the last episode to have a construct.
That would be super annoying. And I don't think that they would do that.
Yeah.
But I do think it's annoying that they didn't have any of that teased in here. There's an ugly ass lantern that Jon Stewart carries.
Okay.
Like you see it for like a split second, and I'm like, that's just gross looking. But everything else, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Like the suit is quite brown. That was a big critique.
He's not powered up. He's not on.
Yeah, it's not on.
You gotta flick it on.
Okay, yeah, maybe that's what turns it green. More green.
Yeah.
But I just think it was fine.
I mean,
I'm still
Damon Lindelof.
Yeah, I'm still cautiously optimistic, but obviously people are pissed about it.
Yeah.
And a lot of those I think are fair things to be pissed off at.
Sure.
But I'm interested in what direction they take it and if there's like a little twist to this. But that's maybe just me coping a little bit.
Maybe they're just overcorrecting from the movie, you know?
Yeah, there's that too. I mean,
But I'm happy for like a detective thing.
yeah,
you know?
I think a detective thing is cool because they are space cops. And like for how much they are space cops, there's very little like cop work in there. It's just
that
like,
we know about.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've read a good amount, but there's none of it that's like a detective story, really, which I think could be cool in the context of a Green Lantern thing.
Are there any like important Green Lantern arcs that are like on Earth?
Yeah, I would say Blackest Night is a big one.
Yeah, but that's because
That's like an event.
That's because it interacts with like other
Yeah.
Earthings.
There's a lot of the new 52s on Earth just because it's Simon Baz and stuff. There's Emerald Twilight, which is the one where Coast City gets blown up and then he gets all the Green Lantern rings. It's like that cover. That happens. There's the fridging incident
Right.
with Kyle Rayner.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there's because like there are a lot of Human Lanterns, but I think like a lot of the big stuff with Green Lantern, like the Sinestro Corps War, or just like the beginning of the emotional spectrum and stuff like that, happens out in space. But sometimes that can get a little dry. So
yeah,
who knows? I definitely wanted more out of this, but I'm not put off by it by any means. So I just think visually that it's so weird because we also have seen Guy Gardner, who looked pretty good.
Yeah.
And his constructs are fun, so I hope they take the same visual style of that, because I think that worked. Because I feel like the Green Lantern movie, they did like a weird misty light construct, and it added a lot of noise and stuff to each of the constructs, but I liked how they did it in the Superman movie, so I hope they stick with that. And apparently Guy Gardner's supposed to be in this, I don't know. But
right.
hopefully there's more green, I guess. But other than that, I'm not super pissed by it. We'll see. What'd you think of it? Just like whatever.
Indifferent.
I think
I like Kyle Chandler a lot.
I like Kyle Chandler a lot too.
So I'm excited.
I think he's like a little bit old, and he had this weird like Southern twang accent, but I'm not put off by it at all.
Yeah. We'll see. Got a Boys trailer.
I saw that too.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Do you see that there's like a VR game that's coming out? That's The Boys.
No.
Yeah, it's The Boys : trigger warning.
Really?
And you're a guy who gets some temp V or something, and
temp or compound?
Maybe compound. And you're one of the boys.
Really?
And you go and you do shit. And it's got everyone voice acting in it and shit.
What? That's cool.
It looks kind of cool. I'm like, I don't know if I'd buy something for this, but
do you see what your power is?
I think you're just strong.
Okay.
But I like watched like a trailer while making my lunch, so I missed some stuff.
That's cool. I missed that.
Once I realized it was a VR thing, I'm like, oh, you
yeah.
know. But I thought that was weird.
That's interesting. It's cool that the people are voice acting in it.
Yeah.
Jeff Lemire signs a 5-book deal with Harper Alley Imprint.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
We did, but we know that
there's Mr. Oblivion. That'll be coming out next summer.
Yep.
I thought it was...
That's the duo that worked on Black Hammer, Spiral City.
Teddy Christensen?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I didn't know where I knew him from, but I've heard that name, so.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun. There's going to be a new Bishop series, Saladin Ahmed and Mario Santoro. It's going to be a 5-issue miniseries.
June 10th.
June 10th?
That's cool.
That's fun. I like Bishop. I don't know why. I haven't really read anything with him in there, but I like the idea of him.
Yeah.
He's cool in the X-Men 97 show.
Yeah.
Which that's coming out pretty soon, isn't it?
I don't know.
Season 2?
Pretty soon is the word, but...
This year?
Perhaps?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you see that there's going to be another Civil War book?
There is?
Yeah, but it's like about the first Civil War. It's called Civil War Unmasked, coming May 6th by Christos Gage and Edgar Salazar. And I think it's like an anthology, and it's just telling just more stories about... I think it's because it's the 20th year anniversary.
Oh, of Civil War?
Yeah, and so they're just doing more stories about it.
Interesting. I think we're good on that.
We're super good. There's a lot.
There's a lot. I mean, we read most of it.
No, we didn't.
Not most. We read a chunk of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess 2026. No date or anything for X-Men 97.
Okay.
Spider-Man, Long Way Home. Jonathan Hickman, Andy Kubert.
That's cool.
June 17th. Didn't look into it. I just wrote down that stuff.
I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
Home is like
there's a lot
dumb thing to associate.
I feel like there's like 6 of those.
Right.
You know?
Outside of like the movies, yeah. I've seen stuff.
Or One More Day, Brand New Day, you know?
Mm-hmm. We know about the Ram v. Evan Cagle and Anand RK thing that they got, but they just revealed the first look at Decidium, which is the graphic novel coming this year to Image.
OGN?
OGN.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not going to be single issues.
Boom?
Image.
Did they sign a deal with Image?
No,
Isn't there something like that?
It was for French publisher Morgan, but they're doing worldwide publishing rights along with agreement with Image Comics to release the series in English language territories.
Nice. Okay.
So
you got a cover?
Yeah, I only have a bit of it here, but some sort of sci-fi thing. I had trouble actually reading the like lettering for the title because it's very bubbly.
I bet it's going to be so confusing.
It's going to be so confusing and so awesome.
It's going to just be like hard sci-fi.
God, I love Evan Kagel.
And I'll be like, this looks great.
Yeah. But that's cool. You need those. Sometimes you need like a deep sci-fi thing.
Do we?
Yeah, because there's like,
I don't know.
You don't like a Blade Runner?
Blade Runner is not deep sci-fi.
It was back then.
Maybe, yeah.
You don't like a...
It's like Dune on like hard mode, you know? Like it just seems... I don't know. We'll see.
Or like the Prometheus.
Like New Gods is hard to read, you know?
I don't think so.
Like you can read it, but do you really know what's happening?
No.
You know? Or do you really know these people?
No.
Or how does this connect?
You get the gist.
I think that's the kind of the issue. I'd like to understand what's going on and it'd be kind of, you know,
but if
not hard, but
do you understand our God fully, Daniel? No. So if there's many gods, you're not going to understand all of them fully. And they're new. They're doing new shit.
Explain it to me, you know, like have it written to where it's easy, you know?
Yeah. Jack Kirby did all that shit decades ago.
I bet that's easier.
That's the Bible.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So what's he doing?
Jack Kirby?
No, what's Ram B doing if that's the Bible? This is the New Testament?
This is an adaptation. This is the Passion of the Christ.
And see, that made a lot of money because people probably understood what's going on.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Any more news?
Nope. That's all I had.
All right, Nathan, what book did we read this week?
We read All-Star, Batman and Robin, The Boy Wonder by Frank Miller, penciled by Jim Lee, inked by Scott Williams, colored by Alex Sinclair, and lettered by Jared Fletcher.
All-Star team.
All-Star team. So you had never read this?
Have you?
I've read this before.
Okay. No, never. I just have only heard about it.
You'd think it'd be like a more popular, I guess, story that people talk about.
I think people talk about it plenty.
I think so. But I read this before, and I remember I just remember some highlights of it. And reading this now, I think like with a lot of Frank Miller stuff with age, it's not like a fine wine. It's more like a milk.
Yeah.
Because I feel so confident in saying this is the worst Batman story I've ever read.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I don't remember thinking that when I first read it. I was just like, that's fun.
Yeah.
But this sucks.
Wasn't it amazing?
It's
how
so
bad this is.
Amazing how beautiful of a train wreck this is.
Did you read the foreword?
No, I didn't.
Dude, it's titled Trust.
I shouldn't have.
It's like, it's all about trust. And then it's like, you got Frank Miller, you got Jim Lee, and you trust him or whatever. And that's basically the gist of it. But like,
what a bizarre book.
Absolutely.
I couldn't even.
I fucking flew through this because I just couldn't believe it.
Isn't it crazy?
It like reads like, you know, not bad. You know, if it was dense and bad, that'd be worse.
It gets dense sometimes
compared to like how Frank Miller normally is, though.
But for this being, well, it's 10 issues, but this is 9 issues.
Yes.
For some reason, I see why they cut off that last issue.
It kind of makes sense. So what happened, Nathan?
What did happen? Well, I knew that there were some publishing delays because of Jim Lee taking a long time.
There's that.
And he carries this book on his shoulders.
On every level, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just kind of
I would love a history
read off the release schedule.
Sure.
So we got July 2005.
Good year.
2 months later, September. 3 months later, December. 3 months later, March. For number 4.
3 months per issue.
2 months, May. 2 months, July. Oh, wait, hold on. No. So March 2006. number 4 comes out.
Uh-huh.
May 2007. So 14 months.
Holy
number 5 comes out.
shit.
Then it's like 2,
Really? That's so interesting.
2,
Was he doing stuff?
3. Yes, he was working on some video game or something.
Really?
And so
Like the Arkham stuff, maybe?
it was called like DC Universe or something.
DC Universe Online?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Interesting.
So there's that. So if this was coming out like regularly, I think maybe people would hate it a little less, just because like, I don't know, everyone hates delays. But what happened is this is coming out, and issue 10, did you read issue 10?
Mm-hmm.
So, all like the what's it called? The blurbs or the
Narration?
censoring.
Yeah.
So I guess it printed, but the censoring wasn't in there. And so all the bad words were in there.
They lettered the bad words in there?
And so yeah.
Whoa.
But then they would redact it or whatever.
Right.
And the issue is recalled. So it might be like really hard to find. I don't know.
That's fun.
And then they just kind of stopped there. But it's funny, at the end of issue 10, it says to be continued.
Yeah, it does.
And I guess like a couple of years ago, 9 years ago now, probably, they announced that there's going to be like a sequel to this.
Cool.
Called like Dark Knight Boy Wonder. But then like nothing's ever come of it.
If they make a sequel to this, I will be first in line. Because I'd want to see if it's still a train wreck.
Yeah, well,
because Frank Miller's good with Batman. He's written the most iconic Batman.
Yeah,
and Jim Lee's. It's doing
crazy that he got,
but it's
more Batman after this.
It is. It's kind of crazy. I think that must have been the pitch to be like, I'm just gonna make him fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him an edgelord.
I think this is based in the DKR universe. So this is like before DKR, after.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
He's cooler. He's more chill in DKR.
Because he's old.
I guess so.
Something that kind of bothered me was like the captions when it was Batman thinking, and there were a lot of like all capped letters.
Yeah.
And it kind of fucked up the flow. And it was just kind of weird, the words he chose to like put in all caps,
I don't know if I noticed that.
I don't know. It's like
it was like the white boxes.
The
white
pathetic thing is that not a man in the crowd will report what happened.
Yeah, I kind of just read those as bold, like subconsciously, I think.
I get that, but when it's just all caps, I kind of just read like a text, I guess.
Yeah, true.
It's just Batman is so fucking weird in this.
He's so weird.
And he's so out of character.
Like the context is like the beginning of Robin, but Batman's been doing his thing for a little bit.
Right.
But he sucks.
He's like, he does douchey
and does terrible things.
He's conceited.
He's definitely killed a couple people in here.
You probably never read Nemesis.
Yeah, I did.
So Nemesis is just like this.
Yeah.
But he's supposed to be like the bad Batman.
Yeah, this
so
feels
if Nemesis
very Nemesis.
was Batman, this is like what this would be.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It feels like Frank Miller wrote this when he was like 12 or something.
It feels like baby's first Batman story. And he's like, I gotta make something great. Like, I think he thought that he was doing edginess tastefully.
Maybe.
But he just tries too hard. And it
if there was a big fat Elseworlds on this, I would like,
it'd be fun.
It'd be different,
Yeah, it would be different.
Like, yeah, like he can't be cool in every universe, you know? But yeah, this is just bizarre. So on a previous episode, we were talking about what was more important, art or writing.
Yeah.
So you said art is more important than writing.
Right.
Do you think that this art makes up for this writing?
I think that both need to be good to create a good comic book.
Correct.
But I think that if this was the writing and it wasn't Jim Lee, I would hate this way more.
Absolutely.
Because this is Jim Lee is so fucking good at Batman.
Do you think Frank Miller makes him look better?
I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I mean, if I bought those fucking Frank Miller covers of some of these Batman things and then I see the Jim Lee cover, I don't know. It's so interesting.
I don't think I've read so much Jim Lee before.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't never really read a lot of his
Hush?
stuff.
Did you read Hush?
No.
Oh, okay. It's not great.
But
the Jeff Johns Justice League.
Is that him?
Yeah, that's Jim Lee.
I think I read the first volume of that.
Did we read the first trade of that?
I read no.
Aquaman is Ivan Reis. Never mind. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of Jim Lee out. I mean, there is a lot of Jim Lee out there, but
right. And just
Mhm.
and
I think he's awesome.
I appreciate it more because normally I just see like
His covers.
pinups and stuff and covers. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Well, he's a
see him in action. I'm like, okay, yeah,
he's
I
a
get
big
it.
business guy now, so it's not like he's doing a lot of cover or interiors,
And which seems to be causing an issue with Hush too,
right?
But
yeah, he's great. I think there's just so many. He just knows how to do such a good Batman.
Yeah,
he makes the small ears look like the ideal version of Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
but,
let's get into it. So, issue 1, Vicky Vale, who's chilling in her apartment in her lingerie, as women do, Daniel.
Yeah, after a long day,
drinking a martini in her pink lingerie. She gets invited to the circus by Bruce Wayne, and she's very excited. And at the circus, they witness the assassination of the parents of the Flying Graysons, or they witness the assassination of the Flying Graysons, leaving only their child alive. Batman subdues the assassin, whose name is Jocko Boy Vanzetti, before he saves the boy from crooked cops that are, like, I guess, about to kill him. I don't know what the cops' jobs were supposed to be here, but then Vicky Vale follows them and then like sees the whole thing. And that's pretty much the first issue. But
so Alfred goes to pick up Vicky Vale.
Yeah.
And he's like, Bruce Wayne requests your presence.
Mm-hmm.
Does she know Alfred, or is it just some old guy being like, hey, Bruce Wayne wants to see you?
I think
a little sketchy.
I think she just assumes that Bruce Wayne has a dude.
Yeah.
Doing stuff for him.
I feel like you could lie about that, You
could lie about that.
So in here,
that's a good point. I never thought about that. This is definitely the horniest Jim Lee's ever drawn in any book. I'll say that. Of all the Jim Lee stuff that I've seen, Frank Miller just brings out the horniness in this story.
Sure.
Because really the first,
everyone is like an absolute smoke show. And
yeah, totally
insane. And like, yeah, I agree. The Flying Graysons, I think famously their story is that the lines are snapped from the trapeze or whatever, and
right.
they fall.
It was supposed to be like an accident, and then I think over time that story became like somebody tweaked with the equipment,
right,
to make it intentionally fail.
But here they're like sniped.
They just get shot.
Yeah, when they're done and on the ground,
and we never figure out why. We know that
this is the first of very many plot holes. There's unresolved storylines.
Yeah, 100%. But before that happens, Dick Grayson's like, he falls off a trapeze or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And he pulls out this like hook with like a line. What do you call that thing?
The grappling hook?
The grappling hook. He pulls out a grappling hook. He doesn't have one on him. He doesn't have any pockets on this thing. But as he's falling, he like gets one from somewhere. He like picks it out of somewhere and then throws it and saves himself. But like the whole time you see him in this like Flying Grayson's costume, there's not a grappling hook on him.
Yeah,
I just think that was funny. So I'm like, where'd he get that? He doesn't have a pocket. He definitely doesn't have pockets.
It's kind of that everyone's just got very hidden pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Secret spots for everything.
I guess so.
I remember early on we read a Daredevil book. It might have been Born Again.
It was Born Again, yeah.
Where he's like on a window,
and
then he like cuts like a little hole.
Didn't he have like a laser thing?
Yeah. He cuts a hole in the window and then like a suction cup thing probably.
Oh, yeah.
And then takes off the
window.
Like,
where'd the suction cup come from?
Yeah.
Frank Miller's just like, I don't know, he has it. Don't think about it.
Yeah, which I think is Frank Miller's thing.
Which is fair.
He just has all the gadgets.
You don't have to think about it. You just like, he saves himself, and it shows that he's a very capable gymnast.
Yeah.
But
I really don't like this Batmobile design.
I was gonna say
that shit on the front.
What is
so
that?
stupid? I don't know.
I think it's just a reference to the
It's got to be like a golden age thing, right?
I think it is a golden age like Batmobile that they try to make like modern.
But then every other issue, it seems like there's a different Batmobile that they're driving.
Dude, there's a different Batmobile in the next issue, which is supposed to be this Batmobile because they're leaving this scene.
Right. You think it like different Batmobile or something? It's like one of those headlights that lift up.
Yeah. I think Jim Lee just forgot which Batmobile he's working with after the 4 months.
And then we see the Batcave, and then he has like 7 of them.
Yeah.
So
I could believe that
I'll let it go for the rest of that, but
like literally the next issue, it's a different Batmobile, and they're leaving with like a different, like the weird crest on the front isn't there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's kind of fun to see because it's like, why the fuck is that there? That weird shield thing. But if that's not there, I really do like this design. I like the fin on the top of the Batmobile.
Yeah, because it's just
dumb and cool.
The 89 Batman design, basically.
Yeah.
The Batman drives through a car and like splits in two, and there were people in that.
He kills people in this,
He's
for sure.
a murderer in like the most I've ever seen.
It's not ever explicitly confirmed that people die in this, but there are situations where like you're not surviving that.
Right.
So kind of bizarre. Which is what really I think should disqualify this as just a good Batman thing in general, is that like
immediately
he's very explicitly killing people and harming them, you know, before we even find out that he's this like huge edgelord, pretty much.
Right.
What do you think of the Batman logo on the chest?
It looks a little lazy, but I think I can let it go.
I think it's fun.
You know, it reminds me of like it's like the title.
It's almost like that one.
Yeah, it's like it even says Batman in it.
Yeah, it looks like it should say Batman in that logo.
Yeah, it reminds me of like this title that'd be at like the top of like a cover, you know. So I don't know. I didn't even like think about it. I was too distracted, maybe.
Right.
And Batman tells Robin he's been drafted. But what if he doesn't want to be drafted?
Yeah, I was like,
is that how that works? Like,
Batman picks you up and says you're drafted.
Yeah, like
You mean in like the original?
Yeah, like how does that just come to be?
I don't know if I've ever known. I feel like I've read a couple Robin origins, but I don't know if I could recall the moment where Batman's like, "You're with me now."
Yeah, I know Jason Todd.
Todd's is like, "You're trying to steal my wheels," and like,
yeah,
do you want to just work with me?
Tim Drake figures out who Batman is.
Mm-hmm.
Damian Wayne is a nepo baby.
I assume in regular continuity, Bruce Wayne like donates maybe to the funeral service of the adult Graysons, and then maybe gets the chance to talk to Robin or Dick Grayson or something.
Something like that.
It's a good point though. I don't actually remember. So then in issue 2, Batman and Dick Grayson are in the Batmobile. Batman, the crazy motherfucker that he is, he gasses Dick Grayson to like calm him down. He has this like,
I think he's trying to knock him out.
He's definitely trying to knock him out, like unconscious. And then he tries scaring him to keep him from grieving his parents who just died in front of him. So he's actively like maniacally laughing and like running into shit. And Batman uses like the Batmobile to fight off a bunch of cops before the Batmobile turns into an aircraft and flies away. And then Dick Grayson decides to be brave, and he's like, "I will join you, Batman, in your crime fighting, even though you're a crazy motherfucker." And that's pretty much his issue. But Batman calls him the R word.
Yeah.
Like a lot in this.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, definitely of its time. I don't think that's as shocking necessarily back then. I don't think that any version of Batman not written by Frank Miller would call anybody like an R word, but it's just funny to hear it here now.
It's like the reason I wanted to read this.
Wait, you knew about him saying that before?
I didn't know about that. I knew a few things about this.
I forgot about that. When I read that, I was like, "Whoa!"
I'll never forget this.
Yeah, this is the only Batman story where this happens, I think. So,
yeah,
he definitely kills these cops because there's a moment where there's some cops trying to follow him on motorcycles, and he rams into them, and you see their bodies fucking fly like they are catching air. Those guys are certainly dead.
Mm-hmm. Alfred's with Vicky Vale, and his like shirt's gone for some reason.
Yeah, what happened to his shirt? And was he trying to bandage her up with it or something?
And Batman might have rammed their car, and that's like,
yeah, their car's on fire
because she's like injured.
Yeah, we don't see her get injured, huh?
No, oh well, I think she was in the car, and maybe
in the last issue.
Yeah, maybe he rammed their car. I'm not sure, but
it might have been their car. But he wouldn't try to ram into Alfred, so I don't know.
But these cops are like, not to say killing cops is good for Batman, but they're actually trying to kill him.
Right.
You know, so he's just...
And it's never explained what their plan was, because if you're going to assassinate two people, what was the plan with what were the cops going to do? Just kill him elsewhere?
Maybe.
Like it's not... We don't see why that would have been the case, to just like, why not just kill all three of them?
Right. And I don't think it was just these cops that were in on it. I think they were saying that like all of GCPD except for like Jim were like pretty shitty, just bad, corrupt cops.
Yeah.
And that's why he kills so many. But
Alfred's buff as fuck, dude.
I know.
Do you see his shoulder muscles?
Jealous.
When he's helping Vicky Vale is injured for some reason.
Hold on one sec.
I think one of my favorite lines in this is that Robin is like thinking about his parents who just died, and he says they're dead as hell.
Yeah.
Twice when describing how dead his parents are.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. And I'm like, they're dead as hell. Like, that's such a funny thing to think.
You know, it's a Frank Miller comic because it goes from like a 12 panel grid to like a 16 panel grid.
Oh my God, so many.
And it's insane.
Yeah, so many talking heads.
Men would like rather fight crime than go to therapy.
For real. They'd rather fight crime and kidnap children than go to therapy.
Yeah.
And enlist them in their war.
So, issue 3?
Issue 3. So we meet Black Canary, who's a bartender that gets hit on a lot at her job.
Oh, the bar is called Black Canary.
Yeah, the bar is called Black Canary, but we know that this is like the character Black Canary. And she gets hit on a lot because she's pretty hot, and she gets groped. So she beats up all of the guys in the bar and steals their stuff. And then Batman and Dick Grayson are still in the Batmobile flying around, but then it changes into a submarine when it dives underwater. And then it jumps over to Clark Kent, who's mad because he sees the news that Dick Grayson was kidnapped by the Batman.
Batnapped.
I think in this issue, it might have the most annoying double page spread I've ever seen.
Pretty close.
Because it is so much dialogue, and most of it is not important. And most of it actually is just repeating the same like dumb pickup line. Because there's
cat
a lot
calls
of
and stuff.
Yeah, cat calls.
Should I steal love chunks?
Love chunks is a fucking crazy thing to say to anybody.
That was made up. I don't think anyone's ever said that.
No one's ever said that in history until Frank Miller was like, I think this will catch on. I guess everybody calls Black Canary love chunks.
Yeah.
I don't want any chunks of anything.
But yeah, I think I saw that page and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, I don't even know where to start. And most of it's like, are you from Tennessee? There's like 4 instances of are you from Tennessee?
Yeah.
On this page. Is Black Canary Irish?
I think that's only in this.
That's only in this, right?
Which is weird.
Which is a weird thing to just... Maybe because she works on an Irish pub? Is that supposed to be what it is?
Maybe.
But so like, you don't need to be Irish to work at an Irish pub.
So Black Canary doesn't normally wear a mask, but when she's working her normal job, she's wearing a mask.
No, she wears a mask in this. Oh, you're saying like normally the character itself.
Right.
Oh.
And I just thought that was weird.
That is weird.
And she feels okay with beating up everyone in the bar because she's like inspired by Batman, I guess.
Yeah. She's also just had enough.
That's true. But perhaps if there wasn't like Batman just kicking ass everywhere, then maybe she'd be less inclined to do this.
Yeah,
but
I think that is a part of her motivation because she does like him.
I didn't expect Superman in this.
Yeah. I visualized a scene with Batman and Superman in this book, but I think I was thinking of Hush.
Maybe.
And so this entire time I'm like, oh, Superman's going to come in and they're going to like fight.
That makes a lot of sense because you introduce
Superman and he's angry.
Yeah.
How did the news get printed that Dick Grayson was missing so fast? It's introduced in this issue and it says 15 hours ago. Which I don't know, that there's like a weird timeline thing in this that's not very consistent. It'll
I guess
introduce
like
a new scene.
Could like do that, like reported or something, but
Yeah, but it's printed on newspaper. And it's like this same issue. And I'm like, how did the news travel so fast? And it's in a different state or a different city. State, probably. I know you haven't read a whole lot of Jim Lee stuff, but this is definitely the book with the most like random creatures that Jim Lee has drawn. Because there's this part where they dive in the submarine and there's like a bunch of fish and like a little turtle and stuff. But that happens like constantly. There's like rats. It's like randomly placed. There's frogs in this. I don't know if you noticed the frogs.
I did. Maybe.
It's in the first issue, but there's one of those lizards that run on the water really fast.
Oh, nice.
He draws one of those. I'm like, what's up with Jim Lee drawing all these little creatures?
I think those are in like the safari or something.
Yeah, I know, but there was one in
like in rainforest.
There was one in here, and I thought it was just so random. And I'm like, good for him for drawing like little creatures. He's really giving it his all, which I appreciate. Issue 4. So Vicky Vale is in the ER, and she's dying because her cracked ribs are affecting her heart. And so Batman has Superman run a doctor from France to help with the surgery to make sure she stays alive.
Oh, is that what the car was?
That's what the car was that Superman was carrying. He just kidnapped the doctor, I guess. And then they make it to the Batcave. Batman leaves Dick Grayson in the cave to fend for himself by eating like rats and bats and stuff. But Alfred feels bad and gives him a burger and some new clothes. And then Batman finds out from a corrupt cop that the assassin Jocko Boy is going to walk free due to a lack of evidence. Daniel, there's a quadruple page spread in this.
Yeah.
I've never, ever seen that, I don't think.
In a comic?
Actually, there used to be those like
fold
out ones.
Yeah. But normally it's for like ads or some shit.
I've never seen it in Comixology and I didn't read this on my phone, but looking at it on my phone is kind of
It's like a panoramic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fucking cool.
Yeah. It's fun that they decided to do that.
Yeah. I like that they decided to just commit 4 pages to it. But there's a lot of interesting things in this Batcave. The good things are the dinosaurs there, but there's no Penny.
He's like a robot cyborg dinosaur.
Yeah, but it counts. I don't need to be like a replica.
Is there a actual robot dinosaur next to it? I know that's like a hand.
Yeah, I think it's some sort of.
He's got
machinery,
like a bunch of armor, like
that. I don't understand.
And like
there's like ancient warrior, like
samurai shit. You know, just in case.
Jimmy was probably a big fan of Spike TV.
For sure.
Or Frank Miller.
He loved that.
I could see Frank Miller being a big fan of Spike TV.
What was that show? Ultimate Deathmatch?
Deadliest Warrior?
Deadliest Warrior?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best show of all time.
Yeah. I miss Spike TV. It was kind of sick. Yeah, good stuff.
I wish there was a big Penny. There's a lot of Batmobiles. One of them's a tank, which is cool.
That's cool.
But I like that a lot.
So I guess Batman, in his thoughts that we were reading, he was saying that he was gonna wait longer before recruiting Robin, but the assassination just
he had his eye
things. Yeah,
he had his eye on Dick Grayson.
Yeah,
and he's like, I'm gonna recruit that kid, which is a little bit weird.
Yeah, a little weird.
It's like grooming from a distance, even though they haven't met each other before.
Grooming for crime fighting.
Yeah,
and he like wants him to eat rats to, I don't know, toughen up.
He wants them to toughen up by eating rats from the Batcave. Yeah.
That was another selling point for me. Like,
you knew about that?
He calls him retarded, and he makes him eat rats to survive.
Yeah, and he tried to basically chloroform him in the beginning.
Right.
I wish what was explored more in this, and I feel like I haven't seen a lot in comics, is Batman knowing that Clark Kent is Superman, but Superman doesn't know like who Batman is. You know what I mean?
Can't he like see through his mask?
I think
if he like,
there's a reason that he doesn't, or maybe they haven't interacted much in this in general. But Batman like knows who Superman is.
Yeah,
and I think it's kind of fun.
I'm sure maybe there's
probably
a lead plate or something in like.
Yeah, that's what I assume. Yeah, is happening. Also, we're 4 for 4. Every issue of Jim Lee drawing some woman with a huge chest. And here it's when he punches this corrupt cop in the face, and there's a hooker there.
A lady of the night.
Yeah. And so I think Frank Miller is like, we need some sex appeal in this issue. And so
we need some fan service.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move some units.
Yeah, it's been 6 months since our last issue. Or I think this is the one
we
that
need
was,
people to keep coming.
Yeah. We need to at least guarantee that Jim Lee's drawing someone horny.
When do you think you would have dropped this? If we were back
Issue
in
2.
like issue 2, probably.
Because I liked issue 1.
Yeah.
Issue 1, I'm like, okay, this will be fun.
I don't think you quite pick up like, oh, this is wrong, you know?
Until issue 2 for sure.
Right.
Because that's when he's laughing maniacally and he's doing weird shit as Batman. I mean, the first issue, the only like kind of red flag is that Vicky Vale's just standing in her apartment in her underwear drinking a martini.
I'm like, that's just
like,
comics, baby.
I'm like, okay, Frank Miller, you dog. But then, yeah, I think
there's been objectification of women in comics for years.
It's not like that's only a Frank Miller thing, but it's just so blatant in the beginning. It's kind of funny.
Yeah,
but I think like the first issue is pretty strong.
That's the only. I don't think I even read the full issue, but I was like reading a couple pages to see how dense it was since it's like longer. I'm like, oh, we can do this.
Yeah, it's fun. But issue 5, they call them episodes. I've just noticed.
Oh,
but Wonder Woman joins the rest of the Justice League, which is Superman, Green Lantern, and Plastic Man, to talk about.
Great lineup.
Never thought I'd see Frank Miller write for Plastic Man.
Yeah,
I think he does pretty good.
Sure.
Despite how terrible everybody else has written, I think the Plastic Man stuff is fun. But they talk about arresting Batman for kidnapping Dick Grayson. Wonder Woman wants to kill Batman, but Superman convinces her to let them just try to talk him out of it. Wonder Woman and Superman kiss randomly in this, so they're a thing. And then Batman does some crime fighting, and Alfred hits a punching bag, and then Dick Grayson's like exploring the Batcave, and he finds a big axe. And that's it. But my favorite line in this is Wonder Woman calling a man a sperm bank, which I think is really funny.
I like when Plastic Man first acknowledges Wonder Woman. He's shaped as a fire hydrant. And he says, "I'm ready for my punishment, Princess P. Shower it on."
What the fuck?
So I think he wants Wonder Woman to pee on him.
Why is he a fire hydrant then?
Like you know how like a dog.
Oh. I'm like, is that like meaning that he's gonna bust or something? But no, I guess that makes sense.
One of my
Frank Miller
favorite
is a great Plastic Man. One of the ones that Plastic Man turns into is like like a bomb or like an explosion or something, and it's when Superman and Wonder Woman are fighting. I think it's fun.
Or Superman like stomps and then he just turns into a kite.
Yeah, and he like flies away. Yeah, it's fun.
One of my favorite constructs of Green Lanterns is a coat hanger.
Yeah,
when Wonder Woman like drops her coat or whatever.
Yeah, at least there's fun constructs in here.
So we see the Justice League, and this is like one of the few times we see them, but I thought they were gonna like intervene at a certain point. And he has to like fight the Justice League.
That's what I thought.
Probably like tries to kill them, but like essentially stops them.
Right.
But no, it's like
nope. They're like, yeah, we should get involved here.
Yeah.
And then that's it. We don't see Wonder Woman again. We don't see
just a tease.
I don't think we see Superman again.
Right.
Or Plastic Man. So isn't that fun?
At least like there's some characters that like know he's insane, you know?
Right. They're building this universe a little bit. I know you don't see a lot of Green Lantern costumes, but this one I think is really strong. I like where the green is. I think it's cool that
you like the romper.
I do like the romper, dude. I like how it kind of goes up like from the chest, like straight up from the chest, and so I don't know. Jimmy's really good at it. He's really good in his Justice League run too.
Oh yeah.
There's random double page spreads where clearly Frank Miller was like, just drop Batman running or something and make him look cool.
Yeah.
And I think that works well. There's a double page spread of him running, and I'm like, okay, this is like the Batman looks cool page. And then the next page is another like Batman looking cool page.
Yeah, splash page.
Yeah, it's like a splash page. And I'm like, hell yeah. He knows what he's got.
So Batman like saves a woman in like an alley and beats up a bunch of dudes, almost kills him. And the woman that saved is like just like every woman is just like super turned on by Batman, it seems like. And I was pretty convinced that he was just gonna fuck her like in this alleyway.
That would be cool.
And I was like, that's like the vibe that this book gives off.
It is.
And I was like getting like prepared for it. And then as he's like flying off, she says, "Thank you. I love you." And I'm like, okay.
Every girl overly is it's just swooning constantly. It feels
Yeah.
like, but yeah, it feels like a, what do they call it? Something fantasy. I don't know, where they like make up situations where it's like some sort of like power fantasy or whatever.
Mm.
That's definitely Frank Miller's writing. But in this scene where he's saving this woman from these criminals, he like laughs maniacally. And that's something I can't imagine. I feel like Batman doing
While like breaking bones. And,
he's like laughing and like he's trying to scare them by laughing, and he's laughing while he's beating them up.
He like curb stomps a few people in this.
Yeah.
And in this, he like smashes a dude's teeth on like a dumpster.
Yep. That guy's fucked up for life.
You can fix that, but yeah, it's just mean spirited, you know.
I couldn't see any Batman live action like just laughing a bunch, I guess.
Yeah, unless it was like,
and it working.
Yeah, what was I could see like Zuranar doing that, you know.
That works.
But Zuranar is like not really like insane. It's just kind of more like
unhinged,
unhinged, and like kind of more determined to do the Batman thing, you know. But anyway,
so in issue 6, we're introduced to Barbara Gordon, who's running around at night as Batgirl, and she's got her dad, Commissioner Gordon, obviously, who's got some marriage issues going on. And then Vicky Vale leaves the hospital, and we're introduced to Jimmy Olsen in that scene. And then Black Canary beats up some dudes. Batman confronts Jocko Boy after he's released, but then he has to leave to go team up with Black Canary with whatever she's doing. And that's pretty much that issue. We get some more little creatures from Jim Lee, because Black Canary steals a motorcycle. And she's riding it outside, and it's raining. But for some reason, there's like little rats running around outside.
So she's like driving on like a dock.
Yeah.
And like the motorcycle's like in the air.
How'd you get in the air?
Yeah, there's not like a ramp or something that she went off of.
Like, it's not like a BMX bike where you could just do that.
Yeah.
That thing weighs like a ton.
Yeah. I just thought that's funny.
It is funny. I didn't even think of that. But yeah, you're totally right. Why is she like levitating in the air?
But at least this is like a cool like Batgirl design.
It is.
It doesn't have like the cowl. It's just like the mask.
Yeah.
And like her hair's out.
I think that works like really well.
I'm sure it's been done this way before, but I haven't seen it like
I
in
like
an interior.
This is something I'm just now noticing, but the ends of her boots are the Batman logo.
Oh.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
She's got these little charms, like Justice League charms, it looks like.
On her belt?
On her belt and on her earrings, which I didn't notice. But I did notice it in the Frank Miller cover. And I was like, what the fuck is going on there? But yeah, I do like this design. I like the purple. That's a lot of times in Batgirl costumes, but I think this black and yellow is pretty classic looking too.
Yeah, I don't know if there's really many Batgirl designs that I like dislike.
Yeah, same. I think they're most like tasteful.
They're just like more fun than Batman designs, you know, because he's like mostly just covered in a way.
Black, gray, or blue.
Yeah, and this is like just a lot of variations.
Yeah. So is Commissioner Gordon like cheating on his wife?
He's like got someone he talks to.
He's emotionally cheating.
Yeah, I would say so. But
okay. And his wife is just like a crazy alcoholic, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know too much about like his family. Really all I have is like from the Dark Knight movies, you know. Pretty just worried wife.
Yeah,
I think her name's also Barbara.
Yeah, that confused me. And I think Sarah in this story is the one that he's calling a bunch.
Right.
Yeah. But you see the wife of Jim Gordon in this book, but she just kind of walks to the kitchen and then pours herself a drink, and then she leaves the kitchen all while he's talking on the phone to this other girl. And I'm like, what are we even doing here?
Right.
Like, why is this important to Robin's origin?
Yeah.
And you just find yourself asking that question a lot as he introduces more and more characters.
Yeah, it's weird.
So,
have you ever known Black Canary to have nunchucks?
No, I do like it though.
Let alone like triple nunchucks.
She never has her power. in this.
Yeah.
Her screaming power.
And so she's just like beating people up and robbing them.
She's basically like just Huntress, but maybe this is before Huntress was a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because the mask looks like a Huntress. But yeah, she does have triple nunchucks. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know how spinny you could really get with triple nunchucks like that.
If you hold the middle one, I guess it could be, the ends could be spinny, but.
Yeah. But yeah, she's robbing people, so. You know, she's robbing evil people. But yeah.
But. Hold on. So we get a moment where Batman's like polite for a second.
Yeah.
And he's like, Canary's there, and then Batman comes in to help. He's like, keep your head down, ma'am. And it's like, that's out of character for this Batman.
It is.
Just
like I could see that being regular Batman.
Right.
But this one, he'd be like,
what the fuck are you doing? You care about collateral damage?
Yeah, he's regular. This Batman would be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, go away.
Get out of my way or some shit.
One of my favorite scenes is he's going to confront like Jocko Boy, the assassin guy, who he's poisoned somehow. He's poisoned him with like some sort of fear toxin thing because everywhere he's looking, there's like maggots coming out of people's face.
Oh yeah, and it like lasts like a long time apparently.
Yeah, apparently it's supposed to last for the rest of his life. He says that in a random issue. But when he's about to ambush him, he says, "I should wait until the good officers cleared the scene." And then the next panel, he jumps and kicks that officer in the face through his windshield.
that is kind of cool.
It is cool, but it's funny that literally the panel before, he's like, I should wait until the good officers cleared the scene. Yeah. And then the very next thing he does is kick him.
Maybe he's being sarcastic?
He must have been. But how do you feel about the shattered glass? A little weak.
Weak, yeah. Unrealistic.
For some reason, some shattered glass is like above him.
Like outside of...
Yeah, outside of where he's kicking the windshield.
More outside than inside.
Yeah, so you need more windshield glass.
And this would destroy his leg if he did that.
Would it though?
With all the glass and shit? Yeah.
I feel like if you kick a big enough hole, you're not scraping your own foot too much.
But like...
I've never kicked out a windshield.
Windshields, like they just shatter. They don't really break like that.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Yeah, the whole thing would come off before it creates a hole.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure. Do you remember that scene in Pineapple Express where James Franco has his like foot stuck out the windshield?
Yeah. He like tries to like kick it out.
He tries to kick it out and then his foot's stuck and then he's driving with his foot out.
Dude, I rewatched that recently and it's such a good movie.
It is so funny. I watched it with Sophie. She did not fuck with it.
Dude, it's so strange how separate like our sense of humor can be with like our wives.
I remember that movie being like the comedy movie of the year, pretty much.
Yeah, it was like
when it came out. That was like when we were in high school, I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was like middle school. But...
It might have been a middle school one. I'm gonna say 2012.
No. 2008.
Oh fuck. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so I would have been...
The movie is funny to me still though.
In 6th grade.
I don't know. I graduated in 2015, so in 2008, that was 7 years before that. So I was definitely in elementary school. I was 11.
Give me a second. Okay, so I remember this weekend where you could see Pineapple Express, Tropic Thunder, and like Step Brothers, like all in the same weekend.
Really?
Yeah. So Pineapple Express is August 6th. Tropic Thunder's August like 13th.
And then, they came out on different weeks, so we could see them all.
Yeah, like they're like it was all 2008.
Wow.
And if you wanted like a triple feature,
yeah, triple comedy feature,
and then Step Brothers is July 25th. So
I don't think that'll ever happen again.
Absolutely not.
It's crazy when one comedy movie is like in theaters for more than like a couple weeks,
and it's like 3 comedies that
are pretty iconic,
still like relevant. Yeah,
or still talked about at least a little bit. Maybe Pineapple Express is the least of those 3 let's talk about, but I still think about that scene on a rewatch when Seth Rogen's like at James Franco's house and he's all like flustered and he like throws up on James Franco's printer. And just like the delivery from James Franco would be like, "Threw up on my printer." It's so funny to me.
Yeah.
Or you just puked on my printer. Good movie. Issue 7, Daniel. So Batman and Black Canary, they fight the bad guys. Then they fuck, but the masks stay on during sex, Daniel.
Of course.
And then she makes fun of him calling his car the Batmobile for a little bit, and Batman's like, "Fuck you." And then Batman brings Boy Vanzetti to Dick Grayson in the Batcave to see what he would do, pretty much. And Dick starts beating him up, but he doesn't kill him. And then he finds out that the Joker had hired him to kill the Flying Graysons, which is famously what the Joker does. He hires other people to do his stuff.
There's a couple of, like, I don't know, lazy panels, I guess, or lazy pages from Jim Lee where it's just Robin's face.
Yeah, just a black page.
There's a big one and then a little one.
Yeah.
Where it's like
I like the big one. I like when shit like this is a splash page, because I'm like, that's bold.
Yeah, that's cool.
I do like that. And then the next one, I was like, okay. What are we doing?
My favorite line, Batman says, "Let me take you to school, suckers, in chemistry." Because he
does he like gas him?
He lights like a bottle of bleach.
Oh, and he like throws it at him or something?
Yeah.
Would that even do anything?
I don't know. Is bleach flammable?
It seems like the kind of chemical that would be, but I don't know if it would make an explosion.
Does it? Well, no, it doesn't make like an explosion, but it just seemed like everywhere it was poured is on fire.
It's probably flammable. Let me look at it.
Which is like bleach. It's got to have like some sort of alcohol in it, right?
Bleach is not flammable.
Oh, wow.
It is primarily composed of sodium hypochlorite, which is non-flammable liquid.
Maybe something else is in it.
Isn't it also raining?
Right.
So that would also make it tough. I mean, I think it's raining in most scenes. Jim Lee's really good with rain.
It's just a lot of lines.
It's a lot of lines, but he does the splashes if you look closely.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah.
I see some splashes like on people.
On the splash pages, there's definitely some splashes going on.
Maybe it was on purpose.
But yeah, not flammable. They should have just done a more famously flammable thing like alcohol, but whatever.
So Batman's constantly talking to the Batmobile as if it's like self-driving.
Yeah, like an AI, but it's just Alfred, right?
But it's like Waymo, where it's really just a guy somewhere remotely like driving it.
Yeah. Well, I think he's not. I don't even think Alfred's driving. I think he's just responding to Batman and being like, "Yeah, okay, you can go here."
Yeah.
He's just on a call, a Bluetooth call.
Yeah. So they're just like but
everybody assumes that
he hasn't figured out the voice recognition technology quite yet.
I guess not. But yeah, everybody assumes that it's like a British car.
Right. Yeah. No.
Which I think you'd be able to tell with just like the way people talk that Alfred's probably like a person just on a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like how defensive Batman gets about the name Batmobile. He's like, "I'm the fucking Batman. I can call my car whatever I want." This is right after they had sex, by the way.
Right. But Robin at one point is like, "This is kind of queer." Like
he calls it queer a lot, which is hilarious. And in general, the Batman Black Canary relationship feels really wrong.
Yeah. Her being just in this is
just
kind of unnecessary.
She's not even like really Black Canary, just somebody.
It doesn't really add anything to the story.
Not at all. She could be taken out completely.
Because Batgirl's like inspired by Batman.
Right.
So that kind of takes care of that. But I guess it shows that like Batman can inspire in like the wrong way, by just beating up people and robbing them.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. But it doesn't go anywhere. So you could just take her out completely. And you could argue that he's inspiring Batgirl the wrong way too.
Since this is like under the All-Star, like, I don't know, imprint or whatever, I wonder if it's like if it was supposed to be 12 issues or something.
Maybe,
and but it is like unfinished. But since like All-Star Superman was 12, maybe this is supposed to be 12.
There's no other All-Star until Scott Snyder comes out, right?
Yeah, essentially.
It is a good title.
It's weird because it just makes me think of basketball, and I'm just not sure why.
Maybe that was just popular. All-Star games.
Maybe
it was more popular. Aren't they like phoning it in now for those All-Star games?
All-Star games in basketball?
Yeah.
Maybe. I know in like the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl and like the NFL, like they don't even wear like pads anymore.
What?
It's like a flag football game.
Oh, that's kind of fun though.
Because when they like wore pads, like no one really like tried.
Right.
Like, no one's really going for tackles.
Yeah.
It's kind of shit to get injured like for a Pro Bowl game.
Yeah, just for funsies.
Because you get the label.
I think that makes sense.
Pro Bowler, which is like a stat, you know.
Yeah.
But no one really cares if you won or not.
Mm-hmm.
But then like the score is like insane because it's just because they don't even play like the full field. You know,
they don't?
with like so it's just a lot of like deep passes and people score like 90 points like easily.
I'd go to that game.
I think like they do like little games that are like kind of skill based games that are a little bit more interesting, like quarterback ones where you just like hit targets and shit.
Why don't they ever do NFL plays basketball and basketball does like flag football?
They do like celebrity games
I know basketball they
basketball?
do, but they get like Lil Dicky and shit in there. You know what I mean?
They'll do that,
Or,
but
like,
then
rappers.
they'll have
NFL
players, and that seems like cheating.
It does seem like cheating.
I
Well,
remember
it's not like they're good at shooting the basketball necessarily.
they are because they're athletes and they
Well-
play all the sports. I remember
yeah,
Terrell Owens was in like the Cowboys
Oh.
wide receiver,
Yeah,
and he was just dominating.
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know about this because if you can't have like Chick Hicks, like the
American Idol. Dude.
American Idol player, playing against Terrell Owens, like
Yeah.
it's like there's gonna be a difference.
Yeah.
A very tall, athletic man.
Yeah, against like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, if he's ever done it.
I want to say yes. I feel like there should be something like the Olympics, but it's just all the American sports, and they're just doing the other sports, and see like which sport is actually the most athletic. Or
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how you would like even measure that. Maybe just have them go through some sort of combine thing.
maybe
Anyway, issue 8.
8.
Here's what I like about this:
The Joker.
the back tattoo.
Oh my god, it's so stupid.
Hilarious.
Why would he have?
But what I don't like about it, Daniel, is that you never see it in the actual issue. You only know that it exists because of this issue, this cover art.
There's one panel.
You can like, if you were looking for it, you could see it, but it's not even fully shown.
It reminds me of like Ben Affleck's back tattoo, where it's like the big phoenix or
Yeah.
whatever.
That's sick. Everybody loves that one.
Like the thing, like the criticism from like the Suicide Squad Joker is like, why the fuck would the Joker sit still for a tattoo? You know, let alone this gigantic like, 30-hour back piece that turns into a sleeve on his arm.
Yeah, what's he talking about during this session?
I don't know. Yeah, this seems like a little bit more tame.
I thought I'm more annoyed with Jared Leto Joker's choices of tattoo.
I thought it was like really cool when it came out at first.
I
Like some of them.
I'm not against the idea of him having tattoos, but the ones that were like, what were the ones under his eyes?
He had like a J.
There's a J, and then there was like crazy, or it like said
Damage.
something. Damage. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, can you imagine Joker going up to his tattoo artist and being like, I'm thinking like damaged. And I think
In,
that'd
like
be really
script right
fucking
here.
cool. Yeah. That's crazy to me. I guess I wonder.
He's like, I want like a bird with like an arrow through it that represents Robin.
Yeah.
And I want a bunch of ha ha ha's.
Yeah, if you could put like more Haas.
And then a big smiley face on my midriff.
I forgot about that. So bad.
And then I think one of them was like a Joker card kind of thing
Mm-hmm.
on like his chest.
That I could see.
There's a lot of don't. Oh, and then he had like the laughing hand.
Yeah, the laughing hand. That one was probably the most egregious.
Because then he does the pose kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's weird.
It's definitely too performative.
Yeah. Anyway,
But I can see a huge dragon back tattoo.
because what the fuck does like the Joker relate to a dragon?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just cool though. Maybe you like Yakuza
'Cause, like,
type shit.
I think maybe it does look kind of Japanese.
And he's like a crime dude.
I think that's like it represents like being a protector or something.
A dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. But we get the introduction of the Joker in this issue, who strangles a famed lawyer after having sex with her, and then he like leaves and has.
We get a comeback of a character, Nathan, from DKR.
Is that where she's from?
Bruno.
Yeah. Is that her name?
Yeah. Where she's got like the swastikas on her titties.
Yeah, she got the swastika pasties.
Yeah.
This is a Frank Miller created character, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how this is another point how you know it's like the same universe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that. But she doesn't look like this in DKR. Or I'm
just a different art style.
Sorry. Is she the same age in DKR? Is what I'm trying to ask?
She's probably older here. Or no, she's probably younger here.
But she would look relatively about the same. It's not
pretty much looks the same.
Because Batman's wrinkled and shit. If this is the same character, she wouldn't have these big perky boobs.
Yeah, they'd be a little saggy.
They'd be a little saggier. I think she'd be regretting. Are these tattoos? Are they supposed to be tattoos?
Probably. I assume so.
Does she ever get cold?
Constantly.
Yeah.
It's always raining.
Where'd her nips go?
Yeah.
They might just be pasties. So Green Lantern shows up in Gotham and he wants to talk to Batman. So Batman sets up a meeting time and place. And then the Joker and Catwoman team up for something. We never will see what it is, really. And then Dick finally gets the mantle of Robin and his costume. So this is one of the like 2 pages that I remember specifically about this book. Is the because it's insane.
Does the Joker have red eyelashes?
Yes, he does.
It's so strange because it's not like his hair's red.
His hair's not red. His dragon tattoo's a little bit red.
I guess so. Does that mean he put on like red mascara?
He must.
Or he bleaches his eyelashes to make them red?
Do your eyelashes grow? Or if I were to bleach them, would they stay like that?
They'd stay like that, I think.
I think they just eventually fall out, right?
Yeah, I assume they go back, but
do they reach a limit?
I think where they're at right now is like the limit.
I guess so. We don't ever see Joker's back tattoo. I wrote that down. So this lawyer is a big famous lawyer in Gotham, and she doesn't know about the Joker, apparently.
But he smashes.
He smashes. They smash, and she's like, "Who are you?" And then he's like, "I'm the Joker." He just like says it.
Was Joker in year 1?
No.
Who's the villain in year 1?
Catwoman's in there. Is it the Joker?
I don't remember.
I think it's just like
that was a
criminals.
long time ago. Yeah, I guess so. You see that there's an editor's note?
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
It seemed like there was an editor on this because how did all this fly?
There must have been multiple editors.
They all tried to get him to stop.
I think they all just like grew up and grew old and died by the time this book was coming out.
They got new jobs.
Yeah, generations of editors were going through this.
Yeah, it says we can't print Jocko Boy's response due to standards of decency. In response demands an anatomical impossibility.
I don't even know what he's trying to say.
Because
Jocko Boy.
Oh, you know what? So he's in like a lake,
and
he's
like, how come there's still maggots in my throat?
His like arms, his hands are tied up.
Yeah.
So I guess his response was supposed to be like flipping him off or something, but he couldn't do that because his hands are tied up.
Do you think Jocko Boy dies?
I assume so.
Do you think I could probably get out of a lake without my arms?
You think just feet?
I think just feet
would do the trick.
Feet and like wiggling myself like a fish.
So it's like a dock that he throws him off of.
It's not that far.
Assuming that maybe there isn't like a
a
beach
ladder
nearby or something. Like a beach would really be the only way he could survive. Is like he kind of worms his way up.
Mm-hmm. Even if there was a ladder, it'd be kind of tough. You ever use a ladder without arms?
No, but I could see it being possible. You just kind of like hook your leg.
Hook your chin, maybe?
Hook the chin.
No, probably not.
I could see that if you're like moving your leg. It's probably
actually you could just go up a ladder backwards. What are we talking about?
Your body weight would move you forward. Like I don't think that'd work.
I could go up a ladder.
If it was
backwards.
Like angled, yeah, but
a straight up ladder, I could do that backwards.
I challenge you.
Okay. You can zip tie my hands and I'll go up it backwards.
All right, we'll see how that goes.
I'll fall flat on my face probably, but anyway. So I think my favorite thing about the Robin origin is that they do like the Facebook thing where Batman just like leaving. He's like, I don't like Hood. It should just be Robin. And it reminds me so much of like, you should drop the.
Yeah, it's clean that way.
Because he bases his costume around Robin Hood, but then he drops the hood because Batman's like, they'll just pull your hood down.
I mean, like, he has a hood sometimes.
Robin?
Yeah.
I like the hood.
I think it's cool on like Damien,
Yeah.
But like practically, yeah, it's not like.
Practically, you wouldn't have a fucking cape either. You know what I mean? Most of the time.
That's true. No capes.
No capes. Yeah, you're right. I said this, but I wrote down lots of use of the word queer. Just casually thrown around.
So Robin's got a problem with like tights. He thinks they're queer probably. But like his solution is like no pants?
But he wore tights in the Flying Graysons. So clearly he can flip around with them.
So it's not even that bad.
He's just stupid.
Because like in the covers, he's just got like the briefs on.
Yeah. Which
seems like a weird compromise.
It is weird. Like if Robin went up to him and was like, I think I want my upper legs exposed. And Batman's like, fucking whatever.
It's making me look a little worse, but.
Yeah. But issue 9, which is the last issue of this trade. But we went to issue 10. So Green Lantern has his meeting with Batman in his safe house, which has been painted completely yellow to counter Green Lantern's powers. Because Green Lantern can't use constructs on yellow things at this point. Can now, be clear. But Green Lantern tries to talk Batman into laying low so that the public doesn't see all superheroes as crazy. And Batman secretly swipes the Green Lantern ring, and then he has Robin like rough him up. But Robin goes a little bit too far, and he nearly kills Green Lantern, and Batman has to like save Green Lantern. And then Batman realizes that the empathetic way to fight came from him grieving his parents. And so he brings Robin to the Graysons' like tombstone, and he lets him have a cry. And that's pretty much that issue. But I think this is the thing that I remember mostly about this series, which is why I thought you wanted to read this, is because Green Lantern gets shit on.
I actually forgot about that until you brought it up.
Yeah. I do love how
all out they go for it.
Like iconic pettiness. They're drinking lemonade, which I think is the funniest thing. Robin's eating some sort of yellow ice cream. I don't even know what ice cream gets that yellow, unless it's like banana or some shit.
Like a lemon sherbet or something.
Yeah, something like that. But like, he thought like,
oh dude, fucking Dole Whip.
Does Dole Whip have an ice cream?
Yeah, Dole Whip. It's like a pineapple thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be a pineapple.
It's really good.
But I do love just this.
I just think about the cleanup because he gets like the pipes in the ceiling.
He does get the pipes. Yeah. I don't think he's written this out.
It would have been nice to like see Green Lantern try like a contract and like fails,
I agree. I think that would have been better.
Because he just like goes in and he knows that it doesn't work or whatever.
Yeah, which he probably would.
This kind of feels like an It's Always Sunny scene because they look insane.
They do.
Yeah. It's like, you can't stop us. You can't do anything.
He's sitting on a couch, just fully painted yellow and everything. Like, I don't know. It's just like craziness.
Yeah.
What else did I say?
Robin almost kills Green Lantern.
Yeah, he like punches his throat and like crushes his trachea.
Yeah.
Which is bizarre.
And Batman performs a tracheotomy.
Mm-hmm. With just some broken glass. But he saves him.
Yeah.
And then he sucker punches the fuck out of Robin to like stop.
Oh, does he?
Or it's not after that, but to stop him, he like throws him off and then he punches him in the face.
He's like, stay down.
And I don't really know why, but Batman briefly takes off his cowl. And so you see like the unpainted part of his face.
Uh-huh.
But he doesn't ever need to do that, I feel like. Assuming that he can see well enough to do whatever tracheotomy thing that he's doing, he like takes it off for literally just a couple panels, then he puts it back on. And that's how Robin found out that Batman's Bruce Wayne. But I'm like, he didn't need to do that at all. It seems like it was just a weird thing to do. I do like that afterwards they're in the rain and the yellow starts to come off.
That's the best page, I think.
Yeah.
Just because like it's cool. A silhouette, but then just like the
yellow paint just works for some reason.
The shine, is like
Even if you didn't have the
the
context.
right colors, and then like the dripping on them is like yellow.
Yeah, the dripping on them is cool, and it creates a contour around.
I feel like you
their
need
belts.
it to be like fucking power washed to get like all this yellow
You
off of like all the nooks and crannies.
It would look way uglier than like what Jim Lee draws. But yeah, I think this is a contender for coolest page for sure. And
I guess the grieving part, like I
think that's an interesting point.
That seems like a nice part, you know. Batman shows like some empathy for once.
It's the best place to end it for this trade, given what they have.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh, I've been trying so hard to not get him to grieve his parents, so he wouldn't end up like me.
But it also feels like undeserved, you know, because
totally
it
undeserved.
happened so quickly.
And like, there's so many plot lines that have been opened up with Black Canary and Batgirl and I don't know, whoever the fuck else, the Justice League. And then it just like ends right there. It's very abrupt. So obviously it's not perfectly full circle. So that's the end of that trade. But we went.
Let's call it Back Matter Matters from here. Back Matter Matters.
We can consider it Back Matter.
But there is a 10th issue.
There is a 10th issue they put in here, but I did read it.
It's not in the trade paperback. It's in the hardcover, and there's an absolute edition of this.
What else could they put in there?
I don't know. Maybe just more back matter, but they do put the 10th issue.
Maybe they're like, I'm sorry.
You've seen the absolute editions of stuff where it's like super big, and it's so weird because they print those for like the best stuff, you know, like Swamp Thing and like All-Star Superman. But they thought that this deserved it.
I think the cover moves enough units, probably.
It is fantastic covers.
It is Jim Lee, and Jim Lee moves units because he makes Batman look really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think one of the covers that stands out to me when it comes to All-Star is this issue 9 one.
Yeah, it's great.
Because it's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
And if you have the context that that's like a Green Lantern light thing, that's also really cool.
I didn't even pick that up.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily need it. But just good cover. So I think that is probably enough to get people, at least new readers that don't know that this is like a trash story,
to
at least pick it up to be like, this will be cool. But I imagine this turns off more people from comics than gets them interested.
This book?
I would think so. Don't you think?
Well, yeah. Like if this was someone's first book, it's not a great start.
No, not a great start. But anyway, issue 10. So we get a Jim Gordon focused issue. He gives a note to Batman on where to find Catwoman, who's all beaten up in some area where they like first had sex or something. And then Jim's wife gets into a drunk driving accident and is in the hospital. And so when Commissioner Gordon's at the hospital, Batgirl is at an arcade beating up some drug dealers, and she inspires people around her to beat up the drug dealers, but it gets like a little bit out of hand, and then she's arrested. And so Jim Gordon finds out that his daughter is Batgirl, but Barbara wants to plead guilty and accept like all of the consequences of her mistakes. And then Jim Gordon calls the girl he's emotionally cheating on his wife with. And that's pretty much it.
And to be continued.
To be continued. Oh my God, what is going to happen? How do you think they would end this? Well, like, what's supposed to be the, like, how are you wrapping up a Black Canary story? How are you wrapping up a, I guess the Batgirl stuff is kind of wrapped up.
I guess there doesn't need to be more Canary stuff unless he's able to kind of get her to like fight for justice or something. Or the way it ends is kind of like he meets Batman, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what more needs to be.
I think there would be a Justice League fight.
Yeah, I think
you brought that up before, and
Superman
I think that's
and
good.
Wonder Woman, and maybe in the last 2 issues or something.
I think he bests them, but he's like, you know what, maybe you got a point.
Right.
And then I think this moment where he's like grieving with Robin could change his outlook on how he
treats
does
Robin,
things. At least, yeah, definitely how he treats Robin. I don't think he's going to punch him in the face anymore like he does in that issue. Did you see that when he actually does it? It's crazy.
In the 9?
Yeah, 9.
When he punches him.
He punches him and he's bleeding, and then just like he punches him again and says, and stay down.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? He punched a kid.
Did you pick up that Gordon said that Barbara was pregnant?
I don't know what Barbara he's talking about. Is Barbara the wife too?
I think so, but
Because I don't think Batgirl's pregnant,
I don't know.
but she could be. That's something that Frank Miller would put in his
She's going
story.
off like in random times in the night. Who knows what she's getting into?
Was she fucking dudes? I don't think so.
I don't know.
But I see why they cut this one out of issue 10 or of the trade, because
It's not like a bad issue.
It's not a bad issue, but it's a weird place to end. Like the number 9 one was a better. Yeah, it wasn't supposed to.
But
anyway,
just it's so funny that it's like a bad book, but also unfinished.
Yeah,
and
it's not unfinished because it's bad. It's just some other reason, probably
scheduling or whatever.
And
last time we saw that was like the naughty list. Remember like that like gritty Santa story that we read?
What about it? Oh, when the book was like unfinished.
It was bad and unfinished.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because that book wasn't great. But then we go into the back matter for the trade. We get a cover gallery and some Jim Lee sketches, which are really fucking cool, or like pencils.
Yeah, some Batman designs.
Mm-hmm. And then we get some iconic alternate cover gallery.
Crazy pencils. It'd be so cool to be able to draw like this.
It would be. Like this double page spread one. I want to see the quadruple page spread.
He makes like the inker's job pretty easy. Like it's like
he's pretty
defined.
He's very defined with it. I think sometimes the inker really actually, yeah, he's like pretty precise with it. I think Scott Williams will add a lot of the like facial like scratches, I guess.
Like cross hatching and stuff?
It's not even cross hatching, but it's like there's extra, I think, inks there.
Yeah.
But even just looking at this, there's like a lot.
There's a alternate cover gallery with a lot of Frank Miller covers.
What's so funny about this is that some of these are like pretty good and some of them are so incredibly terrible.
This had to have been like kind of around his kind of
the beginning
decline,
of the end.
You know?
Because this Black Canary one is like, what even is that?
Dude, the Wonder Woman one.
And then the Wonder Woman one is the most egregiously... No Wonder Woman fan thinks this is a good cover.
They're like, yeah.
I don't think anybody thinks this is a good cover unless you're weird.
And a bad signature, too.
Yeah, just FM.
Yeah.
I would even... Like, I think there's an argument to be made about the Superman one. Sure. It is. I think it's bad. Mainly because of his toes. He's got shoes or boots on or whatever, but you see like little toe marks.
Oh, weird.
And that I'm like, what's the deal there? And then the Superman logo is off-centered and it looks like it was drawn by a 4-year-old. So, but the idea of the cover is cool, I think.
Yeah.
And that's what is crazy about Frank Miller. Sometimes like this is a good cover.
Yeah, that's cool.
The idea of his covers are really cool. Even this one's like a little bit funky, but it's like kind of a good cover still.
It's colored well.
Colored.
Dave Stewart tried.
Dave Stewart has to do a lot of heavy lifting.
I gotta really help this
He's
one.
got to do a lot of heavy lifting here. But anyway, we get a Neil Adams one. There's this bizarre one with like the Joker.
That's
kind
of fun to look at.
It is fun to look at. I think there's a name for that type of photo where there's like 2 pictures in one picture or whatever, but it's pretty cool.
I don't know if I've seen too many Neil Adams stuff, but this is like
he's great. He just a
funky style.
Yeah. Well, he's like a pretty tenured artist.
Yeah. Maybe he gets like a little more stylized.
Yeah. I think it's him kind of modernizing his style, but you see a lot of the flavor of like I don't know what age of comics
when you
is,
see like this Batman.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, that looks familiar.
Yeah. That's like a pretty like old school Batman. So. But he's great. Neil Adams is the one that does like a lot of the Green Lantern, Green Arrow stuff.
Yeah. He died recently, didn't he?
Yeah, somewhat recently.
A couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The back cover says "A Darker Night." In case you were on the edge.
Maybe that was the pitch.
Essentially. So, what do you rate this book, Nathan?
It's such an incredible train wreck. You know what I would... Hold on, I need to look up something, but I know exactly what it is. You know what durian is?
Durian now?
It's a fruit.
Okay. Is it a Peruvian fruit?
It's not a Peruvian fruit. I don't know where is it. Hold on. Let me see where it's from.
I would give it like a swirl soft serve cone,
Okay.
but the chocolate is just shit.
Okay.
And
Nice.
then the vanilla is like Jim Lee's art.
Okay, yeah. I would give this a durian fruit. It's a fruit from Southeast Asia. Here, I'll look at the picture. I don't want to turn my computer on.
All right.
But it looks kind of tasty because it's like bright colored and stuff. Looks like that.
Okay.
It smells like farts. And it tastes like butter popcorn.
Ooh.
But in a bad way.
Oh.
And it's so fucking jarring. And Sophie kind of fucks with it, actually. But I had it. I
should show her this book.
Dude, yeah, honestly. But I remember us having it in Vietnam or something, or Singapore maybe. And I was like, oh, durian. Like, it's like native here. We should try some because I had ice cream of it. And we had durian ice cream.
Wow.
Smells terrible, tastes awful. But that's the thing that Sophie kind of fucked with. She's like, oh, I kind of like it. And that's what I would give this. Because, like, on the outside, visually, cool fruit.
Mm-hmm.
But the sustenance of it is so god awful.
Great example.
And so jarring, yeah. That's what this reminds me of.
What do you think this is rated on Comic Geeks?
Oh, dude, that's so hard. I'll probably be the most wrong on this one. But I think I was looking at the Amazon reviews and there's a lot of 5 stars.
I think there are some people.
There are people that fuck with this.
Yeah.
But they fucked with it in 2009.
Right.
So Comic Geeks, I think, gave it I think it's in the 3s. I think it's a 3.4.
Is a 2.4.
Oh, good. Okay, good. I was trying to guess what I think. Yeah, but yeah.
Some of the hardcover and the absolute have like a couple point decimals like higher, but yeah, this trade is 2.4.
Okay, that's good. That's fair because it's unfinished. Which plays a part into the the piece as a whole, and it sucks. So okay, that's good.
Yeah, let's get in the pull list. Colon,
shove in your box.
The pull list. What did you shove in your box? What'd you get today?
I didn't even write it down. Hold on, let me look.
I think there was like an Absolute Batman that came out today.
I picked up the Absolute Batman. They're introducing Poison Ivy. If you're into that.
Oh, cool.
She looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I picked up
Green Lantern.
Absolute Green Lantern 12.
Okay. Which Absolute Batman? Is it 18?
It's 18.
Okay.
I almost picked up Bleeding Hearts 2, but I decided against it because I was picking up a bunch of stuff. I picked up Green Lantern Core 14. I should probably stop that book, to be honest. But I'm going to catch up and then make that decision. And then I picked up Archie Army of Darkness 2. And I think that was pretty much it for this week.
Yeah. Well, you had the Comics Magazine.
Oh, and the Comics Magazine, yeah.
Which has some Chew pages in it.
Yeah, it says Chew's back. I flipped through a little bit and I did see a Poyo page. But it's like Rob Guillory drawn and it looks incredible. And I showed a picture of it to Sophie and she saw Poyo and she left. I think it's cool. But this is neat. I think there's a lot of like interviews from different artists. I like that there's like a page of Chew, which is fun.
Yeah, it's like trying to be like a
there's the page.
Like a comics magazine again.
Yeah, which is cool. I like that. And it visually is put together well. So
I got Archie Army of Darkness 2, and then I guess I had Ordained #2 in my box. They kind of do a thing where
they'll just keep adding stuff.
Just throw a 2 in there if I got the 1.
Yeah.
Which is a little annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Did you read anything?
I did. It was mostly, actually, it was all Chip Zdarsky Daredevil.
Okay.
I finished volume 4. And then
what issues is that?
It's, I read 19 and 20. And then in volume 5, I read 21, 22 in the Daredevil annual.
Okay.
And it's so good. He becomes Daredevil again in issue 21.
Oh, wow.
And it's so funny because I'm like, there's 20 issues. There's like, he's Daredevil in issue 1, which is when he quits. And then he's not he doesn't have the Daredevil suit back on until issue 21.
That's how you know it's a monumental run.
It's so fucking good. I never even thought about it. Like he'll put on like the top half of a mask that he gets from somebody else who's pretending to be Daredevil. Or he'll put on like the whatever you call it,
like the beanie thing.
The beanie thing. He does that a couple times, but like
or the do-rag.
The do-rag. He's got a silky on.
Nah. Gotta get that waves right.
Dude, if he took that off and he had waves, oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Unlimited sauce.
Yeah. But it's fun. I really like it. The Daredevil annual is fucking crazy. I think it was basically trying to explain a weird lore thing that happened where some sort of reality shifting person made a twin brother for Matt Murdock named Mike Murdock. Because for a while there, Matt Murdock was pretending to be his own twin brother that doesn't exist named Mike Murdock. And some reality shifting thing created a Mike Murdock with fake memories.
Was that written by Chip?
The annual was, but it was explaining that a little bit better.
Okay. And
it was drawn by somebody else. But it was basically like going through the history of Daredevil as if Mike was there too, pretty much. I don't know. It was very interesting. And then I think they got rid of him. Or he's just off doing nothing. But
yeah.
Anyway, Daredevil's really fun.
Sweet.
What'd you read?
A lot of stuff. I read Ordained #1. Pretty good start.
Big fan?
Yeah, no. I didn't want this #2, but I got it.
Okay.
Planet of the Apes versus Fantastic Four #1.
Nice.
Not getting #2.
Okay.
One of my issues is that the Fantastic Four are in the Planet of the Apes, like Earth, but they don't have their powers.
What?
But the cool thing is that some of the apes get their powers. I'm like, all right, but
what is the thing just Ben Grimm?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Is there a thing ape?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you're wrong about this. I think the book's good.
Do you want to try it?
No.
Okay. I read Archie Army of Darkness #1. Love it.
It's so good.
Great artwork.
It's so good.
I'm on board.
Dude, the book, what is it called? Necronomicon? The Necronomicon. It looks so good in the Archie style.
It's so funny.
It's so funny, dude. I love the start of that.
Yeah, like Veronica or Betty is like, don't touch that. He's like, no, this is cool. Spider Noir #5. That wraps that up.
Yep.
Everything Dead and Dying #4. I didn't read a trade last week, so I made up for it.
Ooh, 2 trades?
2 trades. So I read The Reckless Book, Friend of the Devil.
Oh, nice.
Which is the second one. This is awesome. Big fan of this one.
Is it? Okay. Explain Reckless to me again.
So main character
is Ronald Reckless.
Ethan Reckless.
Ethan Reckless.
He is a private investigator in like the 80s.
Do you need to have read Reckless to understand this, or is this a standalone thing just with Ethan Reckless?
These are all technically standalone. I don't think you need to read the first one.
Okay.
But I'm just reading them in order. And then I read...
This is so pretty.
Bone Orchard Mythos, The Passageway.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Which I bought when it came out and just read it recently.
Why is it shrink wrapped still?
I read it digitally.
You bought it digitally to read it?
No, I borrowed it. On Hoopla.
Oh, I see.
But I just felt weird. I'm like, I don't really need to take off the shrink wrap.
Well, no, you don't. But
pretty good. I liked it a lot.
I liked it too.
It was too short, but
yeah, it's like 80 pages or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But it was cool.
I think it's fun.
I miss Sorrentino. But I have the rest of the Bone Orchard Mythos stuff. Like
do you really?
10,000 Black Feathers and then Tenement. But I just didn't read those because I hadn't read this.
I think I picked up this one and then Tenement.
Yeah, I think that's like the third thing.
I don't remember 10,000 Black Feathers if I did read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I miss Sorrentino, man. I wish he didn't use AI or whatever he did.
He's like still working.
Is he? I haven't seen him do anything.
He's doing stuff with people you don't know, but he's still working, you know.
Okay. Well, at least he's working.
Yeah. Did you read those issues of Batman?
Mm-hmm. I have them.
Did they seem like kind of...
No, but at least not that I noticed.
He said that he didn't use it, but there's
he? Because I haven't seen any public statement.
I think I looked into it when I was reading this because this didn't seem like there's any.
This
AI,
is not because this is in an era where that wasn't like an option.
Oh,
it was like a couple years was like right before, it felt like.
Right.
But, Jeff Lemire and him haven't collaborated on anything. Him and Chip haven't collaborated on, like, no Western writer, which, there could be multiple reasons for it. But I saw the, like, threads of people, like, analyzing it, and
I was like, maybe.
It's a bit damning,
right?
I would say.
And then I read the first volume of a manga called Battle Royale, which is a
Fortnite?
manga. Huh?
Like Fortnite?
Kind of. It's got a movie, but it's essentially like Hunger Games before Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little more crude and whatnot. But it is like
Battle Royale is like a genre now.
right. And I can't help but think that the author of Hunger Games like read this.
Yeah, probably.
Or watched like the movie, prior. So I'm like, well, maybe she's still from this, or whoever read it.
Yeah, just kind of expand on the idea, I think.
Yeah, and making it more like YA.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really cool. I think whoever prints it came out with like this big deluxe version of it. I didn't buy that, but because they had that, I'm like, oh, this must be good,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really into it right now.
Cool.
Did you watch anything?
I watched a good amount of stuff, actually.
Nice.
I finished Death Note, the anime.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fun.
Nice.
I like how it ended.
That's rare.
Yeah. There's a lot of good things about that. I see why people really like the show. There's a lot of it that is funny intentionally without making jokes. And there's a lot of it that's funny unintentionally because they put the most intense emphasis on the most mundane things, like writing stuff down in a book.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoy that aspect of it. Have you ever watched it or no?
Yeah, I got pretty far, but I didn't finish it.
Yeah. I think
it's a good show to like listen to.
Sure,
and then glance over here and there.
Yeah, for sure. It gets a little bit too much like, oh, I know you thought that I thought that I was going to think this, but then I thought that you thought that. It was like a lot of that.
No, thank you.
Towards the end. But
it's got a really nice like collection where it's like the pages are like black or whatever, like the edges or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah.
I would be interested in checking that out. There's a lot of that you can cut out though. I feel like in the show, even though it's only like 37 episodes, there's a lot in the middle there where I'm like, this is losing its spark a little bit, but then it brings it back. And it's specifically when the dude has the Death Note is the stuff that I like because there's a bit there where he doesn't. But then I watched the Death Note movie.
Oh, the live action one?
The live action one.
Dude, Willem
Dafoe. And Margaret Qualley is in it.
Really?
Yeah, I saw her on there. I'm like, what the fuck?
Isn't like Nat Wolff in that?
Lakeith Stanfield.
Whoa.
He's the L dude. He's like
he?
Yeah, he's like the main antagonist guy or whatever. And yeah, Nat Wolff is Light, the main character.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what a bizarre movie.
I always thought
people hate it.
Yeah.
And I'm watching it. We were just gonna watch like the first couple minutes to see why why Sophie specifically hated it.
I think you just gotta watch like a trailer and then kind of understand it.
Well, we like just started watching it and she fell asleep and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. And I think they were kind of cooking for a little bit there before it completely. Oh fuck! I just punched the mic.
Ooh.
Before it completely just fucking loses itself. But it's so interesting that there's so many good actors in this, like Margaret Qualley, and Lakeith Stanfield. And he's a fucking weirdo in this, like he is in the show. He's like sitting on chairs weird and eating jelly beans or whatever. So I just think I respect that actor so much, and I had no idea that he was in this.
Nice.
But yeah, it kind of sucks. I like Willem Dafoe in it. He like is perfect for that.
Yeah.
And then I watched A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Ooh, all of it?
No, I watched the first 2 episodes.
What do you think?
I think it's awesome.
It is very cool. I
like really enjoy it so far. Just the first. I think a lot of the heart of the comic, which is where it came from.
Right.
Obviously. No, I remember this like bits and pieces of the comic, and it seems to follow that pretty closely so far. But a lot of like the heart of it is in this, communicated really well.
Yeah.
And like what it means to be a knight and like how knighthood is like a little bit corrupt, but like the idea of it is like still embodied through Dunk.
Yeah.
And a lot of those ideas I think are shown really well. And like, I really like that idea of like what it means to be a knight truly and honorably in a world where like that's not really the case for anybody.
Yeah, you should finish it. It's good.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. We're definitely gonna finish it. And Egg is like a little bit too young, I thought.
A little too young. His head's a little too big. And then
He does have a big
I
fucking
remember
head.
Egg kind of being like a little bit of a dick, like a little like snotty.
I feel like he's more snotty in this.
Really? I don't know. He seems like too like innocent because he's got that like high pitched voice, and he just seems like
Yeah.
he just seems like a little mouse, you
Mhm.
know, little. But I don't know. He does well enough.
I think he does good, yeah. So I'm enjoying that. And then I watched The Bride, the movie.
Really.
Yeah. Sophie wanted to watch it. She thought it was Lady Gaga. But it's not Lady Gaga. It's somebody else. I'm forgetting the name.
Ooh, fucking! Is it like Heather or something, or
No.
first letter?
J of her first name. Last name starts with a B.
Give it to me.
Justin Bieber. I'm just kidding. Jessie Buckley.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know, she's probably gonna win like an Oscar for Hamlet or Hamnet.
Hamnet. Yeah.
But everything I've seen her in, I didn't like. She's been good, but like I just hated the movie. You know?
Yeah. She's incredible in this.
That's cool.
I don't love the movie.
It looks so cool. Like
It does look cool.
like
when,
the whole
when
like
Sophie said
Bonnie
she
and
wanted to watch
Clyde
this,
thing.
I'm like, oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. And I really
I heard it was like a huge fucking flop.
like financially.
Yeah.
I could see that. I saw that there was like some news article that said it's like a feminist movie or whatever. And I guess like kind of
I could
depending on what you're
The Bride could be a vehicle for that. Yeah,
sure, but it's not like what I think the connotation of like labeling it as a feminist movie is. It's just like if you're a good person, you understand that if your entire existence of being made is to be the bride of Frankenstein, that's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
And it's just calling that out,
Sure.
which is just a normal thing to call out, I feel like.
It could be deconstructed like this at this point,
Yeah, totally.
you know, and,
Because it's weird. There's big swings that they take in this movie that I did not expect, but the overall like message of the movie gets really muddled at the end. Because there's a lot of like, I don't want to be your bride. And then it's like, well, maybe I fuck with you a little bit. And then it's like, I don't want to be your bride actually.
hmm.
And it just kind of goes back and forth like that a lot. And at the end, I'm like, what are we doing? So there's a really good scene in here though, where there's like some brain virus or something that controls people for like a little bit. And there's like maybe the best dance scene I've seen in like a movie.
Wow.
Because they're dancing they're like spooky dancing
Because of the brain virus?
because of like the weird brain virus
Uh-huh.
that is going around. And I just really enjoyed that like dancing because they're dancing to like Putin on the Ritz. Have you heard that song?
Maybe.
Dun, 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 dun. Putin on the Ritz. Like that. You ever heard that song?
Maybe.
I don't know. I like that song. I think it's cool.
Okay.
And I'm like, fuck yeah, I like this song choice. And Christian Bale's awesome, like he normally is.
Yeah.
And at the end, I think what I like about that dance scene is at the end of it, he just screams the name Putin on the Ritz. Because there's like a big finale. He's like, Putin on the Ritz. I just think it's really funny. Visually, it's a really cool movie though.
Yeah.
So I fuck with it. And that was all I watched. What'd you watch?
I watched a movie called Misery. It's a Rob Reiner movie.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know that. Sarah picked it. And it's like based off a Stephen King book. And it's James Caan, who's like a writer who gets like kidnapped by like a crazy fan.
Okay.
And is basically like held hostage in like her house. And the
Crazy fan
fan's
that's-
Kathy Bates.
Is the crazy fan like pissed at him for writing something a certain way, or?
So he has a new book, but she's like a fan of like all of his books. And she gets the new book and realizes that he kills off the main character of this like long series of books.
Mm.
And she's fucking pissed and makes him like basically like write a new book that undoes.
So she's like a Spider-Man fan.
Yeah. It's like just
This is just Dan Slott.
It's just toxic fandom.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's like 90s, I think, or late 80s, and it's pretty good. I thought it was good. It's like one of those movies where it's like basically all in one room, and there's like 7 people in the movie total.
Interesting.
But
What do they call those? Like bottle movies or whatever?
Sure, a little bit. There is
Bottle
other
episode?
scenes, but And then we watched a movie called Die My Love with Robert Pattinson and Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a...
Did that come out to streaming or did it come out to the theaters?
It went to theaters. We almost saw it.
Oh, okay.
But it's like a movie about postpartum depression. And which I didn't know. And Jennifer Lawrence is just insane in this. We've been watching a lot of movies about like insane women. I don't know why. Like we saw If I Had Legs I'd Kick You. She's pretty crazy in that. But technically a bad movie.
Oh no.
Is it a bad movie if you're like putting a dog out of its misery?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So bad movie.
So like Marley and Me,
it
bad
was
movie.
like it was like a little like too artsy, you know, but we got it. It was like oddly relatable because like their kids like won in this. And I'm like, shit,
That's
our kids almost won. Yeah. It was just so strange where like these are just bad people and they're like insane, but I'm like, oh yeah, I get that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, and
you see yourself in Robert Pattinson?
Like just kind of the things he's going through, but he's like a pretty terrible person. But
that's interesting though.
Yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't recommend or anything, but we saw that. But what are we gonna read next week, Nathan? What are we gonna read next week?
We are going to read something from the randomizer.
No. We got Darth Maul coming out.
Darth Maul.
The Darth Maul show.
Oh, wow. There's a Darth Maul comic that came out today. I didn't pick it up.
Today? Wow. Yeah. Well, we couldn't read that for the show because we need a trade, Nathan, because we're the trade waiters.
Yeah, we're going to read the one by, I forget the writer, but Luke Ross is the artist, I think.
Cullen Bunn,
I think. Sounds right.
Darth Maul. Not Darth Maul, Darth Maul. Luke Ross, yes. Comicsology Unlimited, baby. 2017. I remember this came out.
Yeah, I remember this came out too. I bought it.
1 through 5. This
I have it physically. Yeah, I have that cover.
You have it physically?
Yeah, I do.
I probably bought the number 1.
Bit of a flex, I know.
Yeah. You gonna bring it for show and tell?
Nope. Don't know where it is.
Alrighty. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, everybody. We got a link tree in the bio. You can like, comment, subscribe. You can also give us 5 stars right here on whatever platform you're listening on if you made it this far.
Make sure to comment or send us an email. What's your least favorite Batman book?
What is the worst book you've ever read? Please let me know. I'd love to know.
I would kind of love to read it.
It's my favorite thing.
Some of my favorite episodes are the worst ones.
This is basically How Did This Get Made, but comics edition.
Dude, there's so many comics like that.
I don't think there's enough. Like,
there's not.
Most
of them are pretty good.
Books that get into the 2s on League of Comic Geeks are special to me.
We should just make a podcast of all the bad ones that are in the 2s.
It
would be kind of miserable, maybe, but
terrible month.
This is a gem of a 2, but maybe there's like actually genuinely terrible 2s.
Surely.
Yeah.
tradewaiterspod@gmail.com. Give us an email. And goodbye.
Peace.